Hey guys,
It's Naughty
show.
The Naughty Show. I'm Emily, she's Nadia. And today we're going to be talking about the scariest experiment we've had
Ever.
Ever.
Today.
Well,
Yeah,
today. Well, most of it's today. So, a few months ago, like around June-ish, yeah,
Yeah.
could say June, we went over to my neighbor's house because they had like a little swing set. And
So we went out there and sat.
So we went out there and sat, and we were having a little swing time.
Yeah.
And
we were
there's
on our
like,
phones.
so like we were in their backyard, and they have like a screening door that you could see inside their house. So we're like, okay, so we're facing that way, and as we like looked that way, we saw a girl coming down the stairs to go into their living room and come like in their table, because they have a little
And
table
she
in their
sat
living
down
room.
really elegantly.
And she sat down really elegantly.
She had her hands like this, and she goes,
and
with
her
back
hair
really straight.
and her hair was like right here. So and her hair looked like it was pinned back with little
Yeah.
hair tie.
Maybe if we can go out there, we can like show you.
Could show you, but probably not in this video. There could be a part 2. This is just story time. So anyways, we're like, oh goody, she's over here, let's go talk to her and let's say hi, just give her a good greeting. So we run over there, and as we run over there, we walk up these steps to go like in her porch where the sliding door is,
And she wasn't there.
and she wasn't there. So we're like, oh heck no. So we ran and we go tell their parents. But today we saw something that we can never unsee. We wanted to go back to that place and stuff, and so just see what happens. So we go back and see what happens, and we're just like sitting there, we're talking to each other, and we're like on the swing, we're having our own time. And then all of a sudden we look and we saw, so there's like a thing, and by the slider door we saw someone go like this.
Yeah, and it was really creepy.
It
And
was
we
really
both
creepy.
jet ran.
We ran. And so, like half an hour, when we got back to my house, we were like, and if half an hour later, we're like, let's be daredevils and go back again.
Yeah, and we went back to see if Terry was there, the lady that lives there.
But
she wasn't.
So we just like walked by her steps, and we were kind of like looking in, and Nadia said she saw a girl walking down the stairs to her,
Past the TV.
past the TV, and just like stood there.
Yeah, she stood there and looked at the TV, and then I'm like,
And
so then we ran.
And when I heard her say this, and the first step she took, I booked it. I was like, bye, senior, sorry.
So then just like
Maybe
less
like
than 10 minutes.
10 minutes ago, we went back to the house because we saw someone go into the
And-
driveway. So we're like, ooh,
Oh,
goody.
they're both there. So then we
Because
go.
we wanted to grab our phones and text each other and be like, ooh, look at that, look at that. So we got there, and it was only Norm. And Norm is our neighbor that is really awkward. And we usually look for Terry because she's nice and talkable, and she's not awkward at all.
Right.
So we got there, and he's like, oh, so we knock on the door, like the screening door, and he just stands there and just
And then he
looks at us, and just like, we're like, ooh. So he comes and he opens the door. He's like, Terry's not here right now. She's at the grocery store. Okay, she's at the grocery store and stuff. So we're like, oh, can we just sit down for a little bit? He's like, yeah. So we go back and we sit on their love seat. He gets us the remote. He turns the TV on, and we sit there. And we're like straightforward from the stairs, and the kitchen's like that way, and there's like a hallway in the basement is like in the kitchen. So we could see the whole entire place.
And then he walks out to the garage and he opens the door. He goes, would you guys like some grape pop?
Yeah. And we're like, no, thank you. And he goes out there, and we're in the house alone. And we turn on some SpongeBob SquarePants. And we just sit there, and we're being good. And then all of a sudden, like in their bedroom, because we could see their bedroom and stuff, because it's like a little hallway.
It was creepy.
We saw a face. We saw face, and it was like, so I'm like, oh, let's just keep an eye on the TV and see. And they have like a big book of like a big wall of Bibles, just Bibles, all Bibles.
Yeah, it's like
it's big. It's big.
Okay, so I'm like 5'5". I would say it's about as tall as me, but maybe a few inches taller.
What? No, it's way taller.
Yeah, it's like way taller, like almost 6 foot. And it's like,
no, it's basically more than 6 foot. It's freaking like 18 million freaking feet.
And it's like jammed packed with Bibles, like one
Bibles,
next to each other.
Bibles, God Bibles. I'm just gonna put this out there. I don't care.
Like
Bible,
this, and this.
Like Bibles are good for people. Like, we're not hating on people who read Bibles.
But their house is just haunted. That's what we're trying to say.
That's what we're saying, and that's like they have like a bunch of Bibles, and that's just a thing. So we're not saying that we hate people who has Bibles. We're not saying that we hate people who read Bibles. We're just like saying like they have a lot of Bibles.
Yeah, and we're trying to tell you guys that this is the scariest story. And by the way, not to get off track or anything, but we know that this is our first video. Our next video will probably be about who we are.
Yes.
But we just wanted to get this story out of here, so.
Okay, so we sit there and we're looking at SpongeBob, and this is kind of a funny part. She goes like this because they had like a chair, like, so I was sitting on the left seat, and there's like a chair like right there, like in front of us, but like diagonal, and there's this thing, and she sits down and she goes, oh, and she does, and she goes, oh, and then the man walks in and she goes. She looks at the TV and really elegantly, like a good kid. Like, you think you'd be suspicious why she like sitting there and not sitting next to me.
I was like so nervous. I'm like,
I was about to laugh. Like, me leaving there of like what she did is so funny. But let's get back to like the serious part. The dog like looked like he was sitting on like looking at someone, jumped on their lap, looked at them. And I'm just
like okay, so if you guys have ever seen a dog, like this is like someone's leg and they're sitting on the couch. He put his head right there like dogs would do. Then he looked up and then he jumped up and climbed over to the other side of the couch. It's like not a long couch or anything. And he sat down. And we're like, oh God.
And then they have a black cat. This is scary. They actually do have a black cat, and she's just like looking at the thing. Not to mention that they have a round table with candles, like one candle, then there's another candle, lit, and there's a Bible right next to them. It's kind of creepy. Their house is really creepy,
and it smells really old. So, like, we're not trying to pick on people with Bibles or anything that are who like Christians, but we're just trying to tell you guys a scary story.
Yes.
So.
So this was so we just came back here and we're like, oh, maybe we should make a YouTube video about it.
So we'll probably go make another video on who we are, but I hope you liked our first video. Subscribe, like, and go watch our next video.
Sorry if we bored you.
Yeah, we're not trying to bore you guys, but
look, this is our handshake. This is our handshake when we leave the thing. Ready? One, 2, 3, 4,
5. Oh, wait, what? I forgot. Okay.
That was
Bye,
really bad.
guys.
Bye, guys.